So we're here in the Ogwen Valley and I'm here to just pretty much have an explore and see what there is. No pressure on me today. I'm not going to try for the best shots of my life. I'm just here to have fun, enjoy the scenery and see what happens. Let's see what we get. This might look like my camera's just sat on the floor, but actually this is my camera setup. This is a setup for the shot. I've got a nice tripod in here, but I've opted for my fiance's Gorilla Pod. This is just the Sony Nifty 50, and I've got it set at about f4, and I'm shooting through all of these little ferns down here to add a bit of depth into the shot. So they're in the foreground, and if you've seen my Instagram account, you know that I'm a sucker for foreground bokeh. I absolutely love it. It adds so much depth to a shot, and it can often give you something just to add to the composition to make it your own. So I really love doing that. So I've got Tryfan in the background, me on a rock in the middle there. I'm actually sat here at the moment, but I'm about to run over there. And the camera just sat here on the floor looking like I've lost it. So I'll put that on the screen. Let me know what you think of this shot. Probably one of the most famous, most famous styles at least in this valley. So my plan is to just keep going up until there's no more up. I don't know what this guy's called over here. You lot probably know, but I'm going to get to the top of it anyway. It looks pretty nice, but there's a lot of contrast from where the sun is, but I'll show you. Let's have a look. Okay, so what we've got, you can see these lines in the rock here, and they point right up to here. Now if you tilt your wide angle like this to have the mountain in the top of the frame and the rocks in the bottom of the frame, it'll elongate. You can probably see just a little bit on that screen that it's sort of elongating the rocks. It's quite interesting. So I'm shooting on the 16-35. I'm hoping I don't have to do any focus stacking. I can't really be bothered to do that. So I'm just going to try and get the whole thing in focus. I'll take the shot, put it on screen, see what you think. Thing is with Tryfan, I think that's how you say it. That's how I say it. It's a cheesy bloody mountain, isn't it? It's so perfect, it's like it's trying a little bit too hard to be a mountain. And that's why I think people get a little bit funny when you come to this location and take shots from this direction. People do get a bit funny about it. I think that's silly. You know, if you're new to landscape photography, come here. It's such a beautiful mountain that, you know, everything looks beautiful when you've got this in the frame. I think I might make this my highest point. If I do that, then I've got a chance to get to another place for sunset, because it's about 5 o'clock now, so I can get down, get to the van, have something to eat, and then get to another location for sunset, which I think would be really cool because I've been here for sunset before. So I had a bit of a plan. I thought it's going to be a wonderful sunset tonight, so I thought I'd head out of Snowdonia and head to the coast. Now, I think it's called Ynys Llanddwyn. I think you can see Snowdonia, and you can see the mountains from the coastline. There's a lovely lighthouse down there. I took a few shots of it in the winter, but I'd love to get it with a really lovely sky, because in the winter it was really foggy. I put some images up of what I did in the winter, so I got really excited and I thought, I'll head there. It's another like popular classic spot, but I thought it'd be cool. But then I got to the gate, and both gate entrances to get my van down there are locked, and it's a 3-mile walk, which is a bit of a nightmare because it's going to eat up the time I've got. But I've accidentally left something in the back of the van. So it looks like we're going on the bike. This couldn't have happened better. This is a bit like on Thunderbirds, where the number 4 one comes out the back of the number 2 one. Ah, it's brilliant. Been here for a little while. It's incredibly peaceful here. There's a few photographers just quietly shooting away. So I didn't really feel like vlogging much. That's why I made that little B-roll film. Now in a place like this, where there's been thousands and thousands of photos taken, it's very difficult to find something new. But I always just like to add just a little tiny something I've not seen and don't see normally. And what I found is these tiny little yellow flowers down here on the floor, and I think I'm just going to get some of those in the frame, shoot wide open, get them nice and out of focus and create some depth, and then you get all that wonderful sunlight coming in from the side here. And finally in this photo, the white lighthouse contrasts against the blue sky. Anyway, I'll put that photo up on the screen right now, see what you think. That was a really long day. This thing I love about Wales though, you can be up the top of the mountain, then an hour later you can be on the beach. So thanks very much for watching everyone. I'm completely exhausted, so lucky for me I've got a 2-3 hour drive home now. But if you enjoyed the video, I do all sorts of other videos. I'll throw some on the screen right now. If you want to hit the little round one in the middle, you can subscribe to my channel, and if you do that, I will see you in the next video after a few sleeps.